So hey guys, these oil air separators, Gary said drill these apart and split them. I'll split them and I'll clean up a little bit if there's any burrs on here with the flapper, sandblast the nastiness under here, sandblast the whole things, and rivet them using these 1/8 inch stubby double-ended drill bits. They're drilling fine. You just got to make sure you get them right in the center there so it's not moving. Some of them are tougher than others. There we go. Drilled it out kind of on that one. And just going to go along and drill them all out nice. Alright, I did get them drilled out. It is a pain. They do want to walk. Not all of them. Some of them want to walk. There was probably 4 or 5 that walked regardless. And I'm assuming that they're just not tack welded, but they're welded in there, spot welded in there. So that makes it harder. Some of them drilled out easy, some didn't. I had to could use a little chisel and a few of them pound them loose to get them off. Did bend a few of them a little bit. I bent them straight back. I took my flapper and just took the edge, the sharpness off of everything here. It's not so bad in the inside. Gary showed me one that was just filthy, just stuff hanging in there. Did this need to be done? I don't know. I mean, it's not that bad in there. Maybe let it soak for a few days, but Gary likes everything done a certain way, so I will go ahead and sandblast this and go from there. Maybe do a little more cleaning and straightening. And I still would like the aluminum rivets. I still would like to put aluminum rivets in there that you just push through. I did find them on Amazon. I don't know if the hardware store down the road has any. 1/8 inch solid rivets, aluminums. Put them through, put them on a nice piece of solid steel and just pound them flat. If they're too long, I think the ones that I found were 1/4. It's getting kind of long. You could always grind them a little shorter and then flatten them out nice. I think that would be a nicer job than a pop rivet. This thing will probably never get ripped apart again, you know, another 50 years, if anyone even did that. So I'll go ahead and sandblast this, clean it up, and see what I can find for rivets. Gary did give me this one to take with. This one's really thin compared to this one's a heavier gauge. And they're really hard to see these rivets on here. I mean, I don't even know. I can kind of see them on this side. I guess that's the side I have to drill from, yeah. Maybe it'd almost be better to take a punch, take a marker, dot them where I'm thinking they are. Take a punch, see if I can put it on the anvil, punch a center on them and drill it out. This one it wouldn't have mattered because they were already, you couldn't have punched it really, because there already was pretty good sized divot holes in them all for the drill bit. But some of them drilled out fairly easy. Some drilled out, they wanted to walk regardless what you did. And yeah, so I'm gonna say something else, but I don't remember. I'm sweating away in here. The humidity is just starting to go up, and I'm just sweating away. So, anyways, yeah, I'll sandblast this and get this ready. All right, guys, not so bad. It seemed worse than what it was taking it apart. There's a couple holes that are, from banging apart, got a little weird. As long as you make sure, I suppose, that that's down, not up, so when you pop rivet it, it will pull it, pull it down nice. Let me see, just like that. Just put it like that, on there. Right. Go this way. Let's see. Let's look. Nope, them are down. I could go back and look at my pictures. So them are down. Make sure you know which way you're doing it before you cut it apart, because it probably almost would go both ways. Probably not. The rivet holes will tell you they're not going to be, I bet you, 100% right on. So that's the way it goes. Goes on like that with your vents. Those little vent pieces there on the bottom that stick out. So we'll get some rivets. I thought I'd have some here. I looked around. I got pop rivets, but I want to try to get the aluminum ones first. If not, I'll pop rivet it. So that'll be done behind us. So I'm working on pop riveting these pieces back together. Gary said just go ahead and use aluminum pop rivets. Now I wanted to use, I looked up solid aluminum rivets that you just take, put them on an anvil or something and pound them over. That's what I wanted to use instead of these, but Gary said I'll go ahead and just put the aluminum ones in and pound them over. And so I did that on the back of the vise. You could do it on the anvil. You could probably get a nice heavy flat piece and pound it. And that's what I'm doing with these. It's going real easy. I'm just making sure. Sometimes you gotta double check the holes a little bit. I was using this to kind of line them up a little bit. These are 1/8 inch by 1/8 inch pop rivets. I said I wanted to use the steel, not steel, but the solid rivets that you pound flat. I wouldn't have gotten them for like 4 or 5 days. And this has to go over there tomorrow to be put back in. So I'm going with this way. Move a little bit. And Gary gave me the other one to do too. That one's real thin. This was the one that was actually out of that motor. And I did take one and I pounded it flat. So that's what I'm gonna do on all these. Once I get them all in, I pound them flat. And then this piece will be done. And tomorrow we'll start continue on putting that motor back together, I guess, but that's what we're doing. I did buy stainless steel ones. I put one in. I was like, Jesus, these are so hard. You can't pound them over. They're hard. So I did had some stuff laying around here, but I just went and bought some new ones anyways. So I had all the same, but getting it done. It's working out pretty good. So I got my rivets in there. I started to pound them over, and then I remembered I was at a yard sale and I bought a bunch of tools for riveting. I forgot I had these. I got a bunch of different sets and sizes of these for doing rivets. And once I started, I hit it a little bit, it rounds it over, makes it real nice. It makes it look like the other side. So I'm gonna use this and make it look real pretty. And look at that, it made it look just like the other side. Gary's gonna be like, how do you do that? Maybe. Look at that. Does that look nice? Does that look nice? Put it all holds together. Just fall off in the motor. Nah, that'd be fine. I overthink everything.